Hey guys, what's up? It's Prodigy here today, and I'm bringing you guys the review I was talking about in my intro video. Be sure to go check the link in the description to the unboxing. Go watch that first before you watch this, so you can get the unboxing, my first impressions of it. And yeah, so, but if you already seen a bunch of unboxings, it's whatever. You don't have to. Just figure maybe if you want to, I'll have a link in the description. I'll probably have an annotation on the screen as well. So go ahead and check that out. But as you can see, this is a Scuf controller I did order. It's just blue chrome. I mean, it looks good. Everything looks really good with it. But I had some few disappointments, and I'm getting ready to get into that in just a moment here. But again, everything looks real nice. I like the way it looks, and to say. But if you want to say the looks were kind of deceiving for me, unfortunately, I kind of had the quote-unquote nightmare experience. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. It always could be, but it's still, I mean, it wasn't a good experience, and that's from a customer, it's disappointing for me, and if I was a business owner, I know I would be disappointed in myself for not making a good experience. So first off, I'll get into the disappointments right away, and then I'll leave off on a better note, hopefully, in the end of some of the good things. So, and by the way, guys, I'm not here to hate on Scuf. I'm not associated with Scuf. It's not me bashing Scuf. This is my true, just honest experience of what happened. So, I received the controller, everything looks good, really happy, start playing with it, but what happens is within a couple days later, the chat headset adapter, I noticed, starts bending down. It won't maintain a good connection. I mean, let's just say this is straight in. It started, you could bend it down. I mean, just with the light amount of force, you could bend it down like that, which in a normal controller, you can try it on one of your originals, you should only be able to just barely flex it, because I even plugged it in to my original controller. There was nothing wrong. It wasn't the chat headset adapter. There was nothing wrong there. It's just for whatever reason it wouldn't work very well, and I kept losing connection, game connection. Here, I'm gonna set this off to the side, but I kept losing game connection, and it was really beginning to frustrate me. So what I ended up doing was I ended up contacting support, and everything, went well and all fine and dandy. But they ended up making me pay for shipping after I went through all the trouble to basically get it, take pictures, fill out this form and etc., the support form, to get it sent into them, to really show them what I wanted. And I ended up including a letter inside the box as well to them, basically saying, for my troubles, I expect some sort of compensation, at least pay for shipping, because again, it's not my fault it was broken out of the box. I paid a lot of money for this. I paid somewhere around $170 for this controller. When you're paying that much for something, you expect it to be working pretty damn well. Again, so that, it's not like I was just paying, some cheap, it was not some cheapo $30 controller, that you just, whatever with it. So I ended up having to pay for shipping, and I ended up eating that, and they never gave me compensation for that. And also, one more thing, is not only did I pay on it, but I had to wait for it for about 3 weeks, which, I mean, everyone waits for it for a couple weeks. It takes a little bit to build, which it was right after Christmas, so I completely understand. The wait wasn't a problem for me, personally. That's no big deal, but I mean, still, you're waiting for it this long, and now it's broken when you receive it. Most people are going to be not too happy about that. I think I took it pretty well. Some people would not be happy, and some of you maybe even watching this video would be like, dude, I would be furious. So, because I know some people, for example, my dad, would be furious. In fact, just him hearing about it, he was not happy. So, but it wasn't even his personal item. So, but anyways, getting through that, I sent it back to him, filled out the form. And then when I received it back, on top of that, it's what I call a 75% fix. Basically, it works most of the time now, but every once in a while I'll still lose connection occasionally. So I mean, it's fixed, but I would not even call it 100% fixed, which is pretty disappointing, because then I waited about 2 weeks after I sent it in before I received it back. So basically, you might as well say in total waited a month, waiting time basically, and still didn't get it right. That to me, that's I'd be ashamed as a business owner, personally myself, and I'm just highly disappointed as a Scuf customer, you know, just due to how much I paid for it, etc., and just no compensation whatsoever for any of this. That looks really bad on your part as a business. So yeah, that's basically it as far as the disappointments. I did have one other issue after I received it back a couple days ago, and it's not happened since, and it didn't happen before, but one time my right trigger, when I went to shoot, it just for whatever reason jammed up, and I was able to get it just broke loose, and then it was all good. Nothing was broken or anything with it, and as you can see, it still goes down fine and everything now, but just for whatever reason jammed up, which again is no big deal. So hopefully that doesn't cause problems in the issue. Hopefully I don't have any problems with the right trigger. And I don't know whether I mentioned this before or not, but I'm going to mention it now. I'm not here to hate on Scuf. I don't want you guys to take it as, oh, you're just a hater on Scuf. I'm just telling you what my honest story was. I'm not associated with Scuf in any way, so this is just an honest review. I'm not associated with any other gaming to hate on Scuf again. This is my honest story, and I just want to let you guys know, maybe so maybe you reconsider, because of this. And like I said, it's disappointing overall. But let me get into the good stuff now, because I don't want to keep acting like I'm negative towards it. Again, right out of the box, looked beautiful. I'll show it again. It looks great. And this also shows I don't rage with my controller. Okay, I don't rage. You don't see. You can look at it a million times over. Pause the video. I don't care. There's nothing wrong with this controller. It looks like the day it came out of the box. And again, I mean, it looks beautiful. I gotta admit, as far as the looks of it goes, it looks great. I'll give it an A+ there. But as far as reliability goes, I'd give it I'd probably give it a D, to be honest. Just because of the chat headset adapter. I mean, at best a C. At best, pretty much is all I can give it. But as far as, I mean, again, everything else has been fine. Support contacted me right away, so I'll give them props to that. Support did contact me like the very next day, because I sent it like that night, so I didn't expect to be contacted that day. So they contacted me the very next day. Were very, very nice about it, and that just I'm disappointed in the way it was handled. So yeah, Scuf, if you happen to be watching this ever, my biggest suggestion to you is why not make a year warranty on these controllers, or at least a short warranty, like a month warranty, 30 days, like 30-day guarantee type deal. If if you're unsatisfied or what, do some sort of deal, because a lot of times things like this electronics, that's usually if they either break within the first 2 weeks, or they break, like when they are supposed to be breaking down, I guess, so to speak. You kind of get the point that what I'm trying to say there. So yeah, so that's basically all I really have to say about it. I know it was mostly a negative vibe, and I'm sorry it had to be that way, but it's just my experience. It was mostly a negative vibe. So hopefully I have better experiences with them in the future. But overall, would I recommend getting a Scuf? As of right now, I really don't know what to say, because, I mean, part of me says, yes, you know, I recommend it because it's cool, you know, you get a really nice looking controller and that, but the other half of me says, no, I can't recommend it, just because of my experience. So yeah, hopefully Scuf can learn from this situation, if they do happen to see this video, and hopefully, everything will work out good for them in the future. I wish them the best, and yeah, so peace. One last thing I forgot, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and also, if you made it through this whole video, I appreciate it. You know, I don't really expect you to, because it was kind of ended up kind of long, but I had a lot to talk about, so thank you if you watched the whole video. I appreciate it again. I know I already said that, but I appreciate it. I said it for a third time. If it kind of reminds me of that AT&T commercial, but if you ever seen it, it's the I appreciate it, and I'm being lame, I know, but thank you guys for watching the entire video. If you made it through this whole thing, basically talk about maybe the AT&T commercial, or you can talk about your personal experience with Scuf. Then I will know that you made it through the whole video. So, thank you guys for watching again. Peace.